My name is Ben Fisk, born and raised in East Vancouver, and I'm really excited to join a part of the Cavalry organization and hopefully help the team win a championship. It does go back a little bit when I first parted ways with Ottawa. There wasn't a whole host of teams in the league that I was really interested in going to, but Tommy was one of the coaches that I contacted. Unfortunately, with the timing of everything, they kind of had things all set, but we had a couple good chats, and so I kind of thought that was that. Fast forward to Saturday morning, and I wake up to a text from him asking if I'm still available and if I'm fit and ready to go, and pretty much replied back absolutely, and I think we had a contract done within a couple hours. There's only so much you can do in 24 hours, right? So, the coaching staff did a great job giving me a little crash course on the tactics and get me kind of up to speed. I felt fit and ready to compete. And I'm lucky that I've played with some of the guys before, and the guys I haven't, a lot of them I've played against. So, as far as their tendencies and stuff like that, I didn't feel totally thrown into the deep end. I'm a attack-minded player. I like to play with some creativity, trying to unbalance the defense either on the dribble or with a pass. My bread and butter is trying to create opportunities either for myself or for my teammates. Beyond that, I think I'm always a guy kind of pride myself on putting the team first and doing whatever's needed. So whether that's tracking back to make a tackle, marking a guy that is maybe bigger and faster, stronger, whatever it is, I'm ready to kind of leave it all out there for the team. Like, I think at 6-7 years old, I went to watch one of my cousin's games. He was, couldn't even tell you what level he was playing at, but it was, kind of the first time I'd maybe watched like an 11-a-side game, teenagers playing and tackling hard, and not even fans, but just parents cheering on the sidelines and stuff. And yeah, I just remember thinking, well, this is it. This is all I want to do. I grew up playing a host of sports, basketball, hockey, soccer, volleyball, track and field, like you name it. I was kind of, high energy kid who needed a bit of an outlet, and yeah, so that was my life. And from a young age, all I can ever remember thinking about was like, it wasn't, if I'm going to be a professional athlete or not. It was just like which sport. I think I teetered between wanting to be in the NHL, the NBA, and playing a World Cup. Those were kind of the three ideas. As I got into my early teens, I realized, I probably don't have the physicality for any of the sports except for soccer. And, it's definitely the one that I had the most kind of passion and kind of fire for. When I was younger, kind of the who's who of the Galacticos era, Zidane, Brazilian Ronaldo, Bex, Ronaldinho for Barcelona, those were kind of guys I was very inspired by. And then into my teenage years, of course, I think just what any attacking player of my generation is going to say, Ronaldo and Messi, in my opinion, the two greatest to ever do it. Saturday mornings, watch Ronaldo play for Man United, and then go have my U15 match at 11 o'clock and be trying to emulate what he just did, like literally down to the goal that he scored. I'd be like, hey, I need to score the same goal. It was a header, which was a little bit more difficult for me. I haven't scored too many of those. I'd be trying to get on the end of everything. Success, pride, passion. I don't think anything in life is worth doing unless you're gonna give it everything you got. That's something that's been instilled in me from my parents from a very early age. It's like if you're not gonna give it your all, then there's no point in doing it, kind of thing. So the big one, it's just kind of a role that I've been thrust into with Pacific and Ottawa in more of a leadership type role. I've always taken pride in, of course, trying to help my teammates and be a guy that's, an extension of the coaching staff on the field. But coming to the league in 2019, I would have been 26, I think, 25, 26. I didn't see that as my role coming in. That wasn't totally what I signed up for. So being thrust into that role, I think it was kind of trial by fire, just trying to get a group together and inspire guys and keep that kind of cohesion within a group. It's a balance, right? You still need to do your best work individually on the pitch. And so I would just I would say balancing those two things of being a leader in the group and helping the team cohesion. No, I guess I go with my mom here. She has a funny little saying that even if you have to be a banana cutter for a living, you'd be the best goddamn banana cutter in the world. So that's kind of words to live by, where, as I touched on earlier, anything you're going to do in life, do it to the best of your abilities. And otherwise it's really not worth doing. All three, but if I have to pick one, I'll go music. In the rotation, favorite bands of all time, I guess the Police, the Beatles, old school genre. My dad's a musician, so I kind of grew up with all that stuff, and it's tough. Michael Jordan. I wouldn't mind meeting that Jesus Christ guy too, though. He'd be good to have a beer with. I was lucky enough to play at Spruce Meadows a number of times in 2019, and just the atmosphere and the grounds, it's so unique, and it was one of my favorite places to play away from home, despite some of the heckling, of course, all in good fun. So when I got the call from Tommy, that's all I was picturing, was that atmosphere and the banging on the metal stands there. I think is going to become pretty iconic in this league if it's not already. So experiencing it coming out of the other change room last night was pretty incredible, and I just want to thank all the fans for the warm welcome, and I hope we can celebrate a lot more wins like we did last night together.